My name is Lenette and I'm a guide. I started with Missouri River Outfitters partly out of curiosity. I grew up in central Montana and I'd never been down that part of the Missouri. And it was just a natural thing for me to start exploring growing up in Montana, and I'm glad I did. Probably the most special thing about the Missouri is every time I go down it, I see something different. And even if I'm anticipating something like the White Cliffs or Eye of the Needle, I look at it different every time. So it's always renewed every time I go down. I think my favorite part of guiding at first is all the organization and the logistics. It's a challenge putting the puzzle together to make sure that we are having everything we need to have to take care of our guests. And of course, the second best part is showing the guests things through your lens, being a guide and pointing out things that maybe they have never seen in their lives. There's a book, and I don't recall the title, about Sacagawea, and it's in her voice. I think it's called I'd Be So Happy to Be in Your Company. And it bounces back between Lewis and Clark and Sacagawea's voice. And I've probably read it 3 times. My regular work is I work with behavioral health. I'm the head of a large addiction treatment mental health center in Billings, Montana. And I think one of the things that I love about that work is you really see people heal. And it's interesting because we get people on the river that, of course, it's out of their normal walk of life. And you can actually see some of the healing that happens on the river when people don't even know that they might be under some distress. Most of it is people find themselves relaxing in a manner that they've never been able to relax before, and they go back home renewed and refreshed in a way that they never expected. The things that really are fun for me are projects. I like house projects, I like garden projects, I like things that have a beginning and an end. I like to see the results of what I'm doing. I love to sew, I love to cook, and that's usually what fills up my time when I'm not guiding. Some of the most enjoyable times I've had is when we've had children on the trip, because they too see the world through a different eye, and to open them up to things in nature that maybe they've never been exposed to before is really fun. I grew up in Lewistown, Montana, which is really the geographical center of Montana. A great place to grow up. Moved to the big city of Billings after that, but the very, very best thing about Montana is 4 seasons. And about the time you're thinking you're done with winter, which is magical in itself, you get a spring that is uncomparable, and you start seeing everything sprouting. And summer is my favorite season because I can be outside all the time doing the things I really love. And then the fall is unparalleled with the leaves and everything that happens with the weather, and sweaters come out, boots come out. My very favorite thing about Montana is the seasons that we get to enjoy.
Is there anything else that you want to add?
No, but I could dance for you.